Hi, my amazing planner friends. It's Jess from A Magical Planner, and today I have my Sadie Stickers monthly subscription. This is the weekly subscription. She did just roll out a second subscription, which I believe she's calling the decorative subscription, which does coordinate. They use the same artwork. It is $40 a month and is more towards like journaling deco. Since I don't have that, I can steer you towards a channel that does. Planners and Tacos, who I'll link down below, I know did an unboxing of both this kit and the new kit, and I think she even has the brand new planners that released this week as well from Sadie Stickers. So definitely check her out. But here is my subscription. It's a $25 a month subscription, or you can buy it for a one-time fee of, I think it's like $33.33. And I just love this subscription. The quality of the stickers is amazing and the artwork is beautiful. She always comes up with a vision board. Here is this month's vision board, and I love the colors that she picked and the snowy scenes. I am starting to look forward to that time of year where I'll be able to use it. So with all that being said, let's just get into this kit. I did kind of cut along here because sometimes for whatever reason, like, I love these mailers that she sends it out in, but they are a little, they just don't want to open all the time. So they, like, the perforation just kind of breaks funny for me. I don't know if it's a me problem or what it is. Ooh, I love the silver foil. So I have seen, like I said, Planners and Tacos unboxing of this. I just hadn't gotten around to doing my own. So we have, okay, let's take it all out. So you get your traditional kit as well as a journaling kit. And like I said, look at the artwork on this. Oh my gosh. So I love that we have a figure skater, because with my daughter figure skating, that always, like, just warms my heart. So we have a figure skater all in foil there on the ice, which is really pretty. Then we have figure skates and, like, just a sweater and a scarf and some foiled mittens. And there's even a couple of foiled snowflakes in there. I love this scene here with the reflection of the house on the water. So pretty. And you even have the scene where you have like a horse-drawn carriage kind of up in the mountains, just very, I don't know, scenic and pretty. I love the pinks and the purples and the blues all together. And then our quote this month says, "Baby, it's cold outside." I think this is going to be perfect for like January. So pretty. Oh, and I love the hot chocolate too. Or I guess it could be coffee, but I always think hot chocolate. So you get your 9 full boxes, and then she's reformatted it slightly. So I think last month these swatches were a little bigger. Let me pull out last month's kit. Oh, this is the July Mystery, but it would be the same format. So these, you got 3 swatches and they were larger, and now we're getting 4 and they're like the midi box size, which I think I like better. So that's really a nice change in my opinion. And the rest of the boxes on here have obviously stayed the same. Then we have a slight reformat for this page as well. Let's kind of set them side by side. So instead of getting the swatch circles, which I didn't use as much, I used more these kind of lace circles. So I'm happy that we now have more of those lace circles, because I just wasn't a layering girl with these. I mean, I think they're really cool, but these were more my style. So happy change there. You still get the one with the foil on it with the little dangles, and now we also get one that has a little bit of foil around the edge. And they are, so I haven't used it in a couple of months. There is a line that goes around the inside of the circle. It almost looked like it was cut out, but it's not. Okay. And then we now get some ovals in here, which I think is going to be a fun addition. I'm not always like super big on ovals, but I do like the sizing of hers. They're kind of that midi box size, so you can decorate around it. And then we have our line of squares. I don't think, well, they must have gotten a little, oh no, what she did is instead of having 3 of the boxier squares, we have 3 of the lace squares, and so she just switched the spots of that. So in this one we had 3 boxier squares, and in this one we have 2. And this one we had 3 of the lace squares, and this one we have 3. Another change that I really like. It looks like this line of swatches is gone, but we still have this. Wait. Instead of having this line where we had both of them kind of combined, where we have 2 of the lace boxes and then 2 of the regular, we get 4 of the lace boxes and then 4 of the regular midi boxes, which I like that as well. I like the swatches, but I just wasn't using them a lot. So I think it works really well for some people. Like, I especially like this swatch box, but some of the other ones I just didn't use because I wasn't as good at combining the 2 different styles for me. So I like this better. You do get, so we had this little box that had a little bit of foiling on the corner, and then this one with the dangle down. So you don't get any dangles in this row. You just get a little foiling on like the corners. It's 1 corner here and 2 corners there. But you do get the dangle in the more traditional type box, and then you get foiling along the top of this one. Next we have 2 rows of third boxes. So we did away with this row of half boxes, which I'm totally good with. And I don't see a whole lot of change there. I think those have pretty much stayed the same, and I think this last row has stayed the same as well, which is great because it's very functional. So, and this is your boxes page. Then we have our, what she calls the functional page. So this one has also changed a little bit. Let's see here. Where's the functional page? Oh, there it is. So she's now moved these boxes here that were these ovals. She shrank them down, and we now have them over here without the florals, but you have other florals that you can make your own. So I think that's a good change. Instead, we have like this little piece of paper, which is similar to something we would see on the journaling pages, but not the same. So I like that change. We have more paper elements here, which I think is kind of fun. The headers have pretty much, it looks like, stayed the same. They're kind of these daintier headers. And then instead of checklist and habit trackers and the Monday through Sunday in this box, we get the swatch boxes here, which I'm a little divided on because I do use these boxes and I have been using the checklist, but it's not a deal breaker for me. I think this is a beautiful kit. And then now we have more torn paper elements. So it looks like, I think she's taken this one and then done essentially that same shape, but in a mirrored image so that you get more of that. You can have it coming from this side or that side, which is kind of nice. And obviously it's double what we had here, which she had the kind of the mirror image going on here, I think, as well. So some really fun changes. I'm excited to work with this new format and see what I think. And then we have our washi page, which I think has stayed exactly the same. So this was July's. So thick strip, thin strip. I think those are the same size they've always been. Yep. And then you get some really dainty headers along the side. I love the colors. And I love this like snowflake swirl that she put in there this month. So, so pretty. And then we have our 2 lace washi kind of strips here. The Monday through Sunday, I think those will stay the same. And then you have your deco on the side, which is some of the smaller deco, which is kind of nice to have. So that's the main kit. And then in addition to that, you get some journaling pages. So we get the journaling page, the deco page, or floral deco, and then regular deco. In the past, we've gotten a floral page, and then like a trim page, and this was our journaling page, and then the deco. So it looks like she's essentially combined these two onto one sheet, which I think is going to be a good way to go about it, because I don't really need all of that, I think, sometimes. So you have your trims along the side, which there's another shop that does it this way. It might be Letters to Apollo, but I can't remember for sure, or maybe Paper Trail Plants. Another shop that I know does that, and it works really well for me. And then you have your variety still in here. We'll have to see once I use it whether or not that is enough floral. I usually have some left over, so I think that's going to be plenty. I know at one point, I haven't actually purchased it myself, but she said she was going to bring these to the shop so that you could purchase another one in case you wanted to add additional deco to your kit, or if you wanted to stretch it even further, that kind of thing. So you have individual flowers and the bouquets as well, which is really pretty. And I love these little blue ones. They're so pretty. So lots of pretty flowers. Then we have the deco sheet, which I think is pretty much... Oh, no, there is some changes, but I think they change a little bit month to month on this one. This is like the sheet that varies the most, so we'll see what happens in coming months. But there's no torn page elements. It's just deco. So we have a figure skate this month. I love the Polaroids. I think those are amazing. We have some larger florals, but not as large as these ones. So I think they're a little bit more usable. And then we have, the lamp, the globe, the little hot chocolate mug, the figure skate, the warm and cozy stuff. And then we have pine cones. And I really love this one with like the floral coming out behind it. I think that's really pretty. And I just love Polaroids. I think they're amazing. So that's our big deco. And then we have this sheet, which is our journaling sheet, which I think there's some changes here. This sheet does change a little bit month to month depending on things, but we still get our 2 stamps. They're just put in a different spot. We still get our large pieces of paper. We still get the large pieces of torn paper at the bottom. It looks like we now get some corner torn paper, which is kind of cool. And I like the way that she did this one where it's cut to the corner, but you actually have that little edge in there, which will be fun to play around with. We don't have as many washi tapes. Like we have 2 here, but not like the bigger pieces that we've had in this one. I'm good with that. I like that we kept this box here because I like that one a lot. And I like this one, which we've kept. That's pretty much the same. Now we have 2 of that, which is kind of cool. She did take out these 2 boxes. That's a little sad for me because I do like those 2. I could have done with those instead of the arches because I don't like the arches as much. Are these shrink down a little bit? They might be shrink a little. It's hard to tell, but I think these are a little smaller. We still get this little paper piece and then the swatches that she had going with it. But in addition, we get these swatches and this one, which I don't think are over here. Instead, we have these. And these might be more fun to kind of play around with. We get a little bit of deco here, which we always got a little bit of deco. There's a small washi strip here. Kind of wish we had more of those because those are kind of fun to play with. Oh, I guess I would rather have these than these ones, but these are okay too. I mean, they're the same kind of general shape. It's just I really liked this Polaroid, but we have these Polaroids, so maybe that's this trade-off. We'll see if that is consistent with kits coming up. It's hard to tell. So, and I like this one. She made this piece bigger, it looks like, and flipped it. Got rid of this little piece, as far as I can tell. And this one stayed here. It's just over here. This one's this. So a lot of the elements are still here. You still have your Monday through Sunday, which I think the font has changed just slightly. This one's a little bit easier to read, I think, than the old font. I like both of them though. So here, I'll hold them up for you guys so you can kind of see a close up, because I think that's a big change that she made for the planner as well, as she switched to this newer font. So in addition, we've been getting a foiled kind of sampler page. It depends on the month. Some months we get like a square, and some months we get this. So it'll be interesting to see if this is becoming the more consistent, but I think it might go back and forth. This month we have 2 of these longer trims with that snowflake from the washi, which I think is going to be amazing. I would love to put it along the header. I think that's going to be super pretty. We have like some snowflakes on strings, like kind of like ornaments. And we have these little headers, because they're not, I don't think they're the full width of a header. So like they'd fit inside the white area, I think is what it is. So they're more like the mini box size, but I think they're really cute. I think they'd work really well with some florals. And then we have some icicles. I kind of wish we had more icicles. So I'm wondering if those are going to come to the shop as a $2 Tuesday. I'm guessing that some of these snowflakes might come as well, which I love these snowflakes with the larger one. And then you kind of have that swoosh going on and smaller flakes like it's being blown in the wind. And then we also have some dividers here that are, I think these ones are the full box size. Yes, I think they are. So full box dividers there with this really cute like swirl deco with the snowflakes. So I love the addition of this sheet. I think it's really fun, and it's been very useful with the kits. But that's everything for this month. I think it's a really fun change. Like I said, if you want to see that other kit that she's come up with, which is $40 a month, go check out Planners and Tacos. I'll link her down below. I know she did a really good review of both of those. So anyhow, that's all I have for right now. And until next time, I'll see you guys real soon.